Welcome, everyone, to the Plains and Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. To the ground with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Now on second down. They'll go to the ground. The Gators will have a first down. Mr. Two Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Takes the easy completion. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Slings it downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Quick completion to the right. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Trying play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the returner will be dragged down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team gets the job done. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking in this one.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Flips it out to the back. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback will audible. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Oh, the ball squirts out. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going over the top, and it's caught inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the 1st half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing.
Going for it all. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Wilkinson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Back to the air one more time. He caught it, and he will score. The offense lining up for a first down play. Going with the counter play here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They're going to test the right side with this one. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. A first down for the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Looking to throw, it's Matthews. Finds his big tight end. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. The RPO, it's complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Catch in the middle. It's Wilkinson. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilkinson.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, the lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
Touchdown, Florida! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best two-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
They need this two-point conversion to tie, and we might get a little free football out of this if they do. He can't make it in. The two-point conversion is no good, and they can't tie the game here late in the fourth.
24, Florida, 22.
This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't